too expensive shipping to here. Like they use like the big tree's root.
Oh yeah.
And cut it to make it so beautiful.
Wow.
Like maybe like thousands of dollars, couple of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Type of, but very beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen little bowls made up of the tree roots. Have you seen those?
Yeah, like the tree roots. It's very, very common.
Wow.
Mostly from I think Korea and maybe China.
Wow, I know, I've never seen that.
You can drink blackberry tea, yeah? Okay. This one's, yeah, woolen tea. It's very, very good.
Is this from Wuhan?
From, no, it's Yun. I think it's tea from Yunnan or something. I don't know, maybe China South. I'm not really sure about that tea. And some student brought to here.
Oh,
Not
nice.
me.
Very nice.
We always have someone, bring the stuff here. Okay. We'll take it.
Bill?
Go, take
Want me
it.
to pass it
yeah.
to you? You got it.
Okay. Take it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure, I want to make sure the video recording working.
Yeah.
We need someone. That's working. Okay, that's working. That's good. Oh, I can put it here. Yeah. Okay. That's very good.
Delicious.
Delicious.
It's a little different from yesterday, isn't it?
Well, the
It's
other day-
different. We use different tea.
Different tea. Ah.
Yeah.
And this I think is a little stronger tea also, right? Little strong.
Little, yeah,
Stronger.
it's
Yes,
different.
yes.
It's a taste different. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
When we were last year when we went to India, we went to the mountains and we actually visited a tea estate or a tea garden.
Tea garden.
And
yeah.
Wow.
it was absolutely amazing. The complete mountains, complete hills were covered with tea plants.
Whoa.
And these tea plants, apparently, the beauty of a tea plant is that they can live forever. They apparently don't die.
Wow.
That's what they say. So most of the plants over there were almost like 135 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
In India, have this kind.
Yes. Any tea plant has got very long life. They live for very long. And all the different teas that I did not know this, but all the different teas, whether it is oolong, whether it's matcha, white
Oolong.
tea, black tea,
Yes.
they all come from the same plant.
Yes. That's
Wow.
right.
Wow.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
It
Just
is-
make the way different.
It is
Yeah.
how it is made different, and also from where it is cut. So your matcha, your white tea is first. It's the top two leaves is the white tea. Then the next is still the tender ones, the tender leaves which do not open. They are the matcha or the green tea. And then as you keep going down, the quality of leaves goes down also, and the tannin in there goes up.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
so the bitterness goes up as the leaves go down. The
Right.
tender ones do not have the bitterness.
Amazing.
Okay, that's good. So we can relax just talking about it here, a little bit. And now, so you three, we have another student here. I don't know what you're feeling here. We want to a little bit discuss about, in what you open and what you think in practice. And don't just say good, just say
Right.
something like here very nice, blah 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 blah. We can talk about a little bit here. Maybe we can put on the recording on the YouTube or somewhere, like people can read it more, understand it here. Something like that. It's Bill, probably you been here. It's the second time, a third time.
Yes, the third time.
A third,
But
yeah, third.
This is my third time here.
Wow.
So the first time was this time last spring, and then I came back last summer, and then I'm here again this spring.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah, and it gets a little bit easier every time I come, but it's still as challenging. But the first time, was very, very challenging. But I didn't really know what to expect. But being able to be like in an immersive training environment where that's the focus of every single day is something that was a dream come true for me. And just to put it into perspective, your average martial artist, they might spend 3 hours a week or 4 hours a week, maybe 6 at the most, practicing on their own. But here you're practicing, 30 to 35 hours a week. So, you're getting, a lot of time.
Much more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because here, why we have this kind of center. The idea is, a lot of people want to practice the traditional, the internal arts or like 内家拳, something like internal arts, including 八卦太极形意, as a traditional arts. In a city, it's very difficult to people stay there. Either for us, a lot of people from different country, different state, always tell Master Joe, I want to stay with you few days, practice with you few days. In the city, too expensive. The hotel, either here, if I don't have the center, the hotel very expensive. People totally can afford. Maybe some people, rich people can afford. So that's why I think I have the center. Have around like 5 rooms. People can stay here and practice. I want to let a student feeling the traditional way how to practice. I think we are the practice where I want to keep the traditional one. That's why we here not take a lot of students. We always 7 students. No, never over. Maybe if sometimes around 8 or 7, 8 or 10, maybe okay. A big some like weekend workshop okay. Like this intensive training for me, 6, 7 is enough. As sometimes 2, 3, it's okay for me. It's because we really want to student focus on training. It's you can see here we not do other things. It's like training, eat, practice.
Right.
Practice, eat, training. I say almost almost all the training.
Right, that's the focus.
The eat, just sleep. Of course, it's like it's like also the. If people want to travel to China or somewhere, I want to travel for the, want to learn some traditional arts. It's difficult. Or difficult. If you go to China, stay like a couple months or 1 year, okay, you can go there. And for American people, they can just take like a week break. Go to China. If you just take a 1 week or 2 weeks, go China, you fly there 2 days, 3 days, you have a jet lag. Then you need to come back. It's the 2 weeks gone. It's difficult. So that's why I said okay. If people really want to, training training with me or learn some traditional arts, it's here. I think for my opinion, it's the best place. I told the student, I said okay, wherever you go to somewhere training, a couple 3 years, maybe you can difficult being a teacher. You with me, I can training, like 1 year or like a few months you can be a teacher, but we would use a different way. We really focus on the student how to do it. More, like a lot of school they have like thousands of students, hundreds of students. They don't have time to passion, to focus on each student. It's difficult. But for me, around like 10 students here, I have difficult for me. It's why, because you can't spend the time with the students. You can't difficult to focus on each student. Of course, it's the traditional way. In the traditional one, the master always just around like 3 students, 2 students, around 5 or 6 students. Maybe they can have 10 students. So, not like as like do okay. Business is different way. I want to say that.
Very true. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, what do you think about your training?
Well, it's always challenging.
Challenging.
Yeah, but I'm able to learn a lot really fast, and it's good, high quality instruction, obviously, but it's also great having other people. There's always new people around to help me train, and that's a big part of it too. Is the people that I train with, everybody helping each other out. It's very nice. It's a nice environment.
Yeah, for me, I'm really happy about here. You guys, always help each other, always everyone have a different passion, different experience. And always here, either cook the food. Everybody want to help, clean. It's really for me like a community. It's like a Daoist Gate community. Everybody talk, practice. It's like a feeling. Yeah, it's very very lovely for me. Hey. Come here.
What's going on?
What's going on? How?
We're having some
Wanna drink
tea
some
time and
tea here?
talking.
Oh, have fun.
It's fun.
So.
Yes, well, I love it too because I live just the next town away, less than a half an hour, and I was just so amazed to find out that you were here so close to my home and teaching traditional arts, which I was just so thrilled about because it's very rare to find a master teacher that is really,
Something?
you know,
Okay.
that really knows the art of this work, and I just feel so blessed to be able to be here. And the training is very, you know, rigorous and tough, but I feel like by the end of the week, or just even 1 week, I'm so much stronger.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
it's just amazing.
Yeah.
And to be able, and that's a really good feeling, to be able to feel strong and that I've got, you know, this practice down a little bit so that I can continue on with it and just, you know, if I can devote an hour a day to just doing the form that I've learned, then, you know, hopefully at some point I'll be ready for the next form kind of thing. But I love the small community, and I love the way Shifu teaches, and, you know, and I love the fact that it is a small environment, it's, you know, and, you know, the space is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's, the
everybody-
retreat is beautiful.
I can come here. You.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the that's why I choose here. You know,
Yes.
it's very beautiful on the mountain. But yeah, every week I say everybody have to go out a little bit. You know, here's the energy always around here. If you practice the best, if you have fun here, of course, if you enjoy the nature. You know, here have a Crutch Mountain so big, all the energy around here. Sometimes I say, okay, need to go outside to take a different energy. Or different. You know, it's about the energy. Yeah. Go ahead, drink your tea.
which one's mine?
That's the one I see yours.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
What about you, Sony? This was new for you this year.
Yes,
This
this
week?
is, so my story goes that Cynthia, of course, works with me, and she's a very dear friend of mine, and she was talking so highly of you and so highly of
Oh, thank you.
how much she enjoyed the last year.
Thank you.
She did the course, and
Yeah.
that really got me going. I said, you know, I should actually give it a try. And I was at a space in my life where, you know, sometimes you just feel that, you know, you're just feeling stuck in so many different ways. You know, just the energy is stuck. You're
Yes.
trying to do all kinds of things, and, you know, try to grow spiritually also, and it's just not happening. So I said, well, I think maybe life is trying to tell me that, Sony, you need to do a little bit more, push yourself a little bit more than what you're already doing. So I thought, let me challenge myself, and this was an intensive, and I'm so grateful, Shifu, that, you know, you accepted me in this course for me to be a completely newbie, you know, putting trust in my hands that, okay, you know, this girl will at least do something good.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, just like it's life like that. You know, it's the earth. We have a spirit, but sometimes we need a different culture, different stuff.
Yes.
Like kind of like not we say benefit life, but another way can give you a how to say inspiration. You know,
Yes.
we life always need the inspiration. Different air, different environment, different people.
Yes.
It's like conversation. That's why I like I love to do. You know, I wanted to do. And you know, either the guys told what you told me last time. You said, oh, the Daoist Gate for
Yeah,
everyone
Daoist Gate,
here. Yeah, that's why you know I like to use the gate. You know, Daoist the gate.
Right.
The gate for bring everyone coming in. You know, bring everyone coming in. What means we share everything. The culture, you know, different master. Also, you know, we have the plan, rent a center for to different master. They can come here, you know, also like organize the different workshops. It's okay for me. With the gate, it's let the people, you know, make that life. I don't want to say boring, too much struggling, and you know, if I always keep it the same, it's difficult. It's why the people have the problem. Why not out? You know, the work, have good life, good house, you know, have a nice husband, have kids, have a nice, either have someone have a nice wife, but they still get, I want to go out, because the everything always the same.
It's the same, yes.
Yeah, it's the,
Routine.
they need something new.
Right.
Yeah, it's different, inspiration.
That's
Then I go home, you know, all the energy go flow again, feeling
Right.
nice.
True.
Yeah.
And truly, it has been so enriching, you know, learning from you. I've never experienced anything like this before in my life. The push that I have given my body and even my mind. I have never done that before, so this has been nice and challenging in a very enriching way, and such a supportive community. Everybody's here to help and guide me, and if I do mistakes, very gently show me this is how you have to
You're
do
good,
it.
you're good. Just 1 week you learn a lot. It's because you don't have a background
I have
and
no
you
background.
learn, and it's difficult. Yeah. Also always something here busy to do. I know it's difficult, but it's good.
Yeah.
We said that Tai Chi is really good on my body.
Yes.
As people say, why younger people learning so fast? Because younger people like more folks and the connection, the mind with the body, everything connection more good. We're getting age. Actually, here we start to lose a lot of stuff. We need to practice some arts. I say either you go to dancing, it's good for your mind, good for your body. Of course, the Tai Chi, I want to say, is the best. Because you are feeling your energy and learning your movement, and it's it's really like stay at home, either you work in office, just here, just this part, good connection.
Right,
Your
right.
body don't have connection,
True.
the energy no flow. That's why, like we getting age, also have the problem. Like, oh, where's my hands? Where's my leg? Oh, it's a step first. We always like, oh, no, then step.
I hear that.
Here is
Yes.
everybody have the problem. It's getting not say getting aged. Learning later, everybody have the problem. That's why we have to keep how to move, keep on moving,
Right,
keep
right.
on moving, do something. Like most like for the tech, I think like either your future like the senior center, something like that, or all the community really get this kind of arts.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
need the
Oh,
arts.
you feel so strong from doing it. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's very good for body.
Yeah,
Either you
it's
step.
great.
It's just like I want to say beginning of 2 days it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, way too
Sore.
much training. Then after 3-4 days, you feeling your body a lot of energy.
Yes.
You just walking, everything, the balance totally can be changed. You keep it like 1 month or 2 months. You just practice by yourself. You will feel different. You will feel the difference. Very difference.
Yeah, I'm already feeling the difference. In fact, my husband said, you're walking differently. Already in the 4 day. Yes, yesterday he said that. He said you're walking differently. You're
Oh,
holding
so-
yourself differently.
That's
And I did not
wonderful.
notice it because I was all the time,
But yeah, you will see tomorrow your husband will say, wow, it's bigger difference.
No, this is something which has been so inspirational. I'm definitely going to pursue it. I'm definitely going to continue this on.
You have some comment? No. You does it's the second time.
Second time.
Oh, you're the second time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's you can kind of laugh at yourself, right, as you're trying to learn it, right? You make a mistake, and Shifu has this way of like figuring out how to give you a little bit more, right? So you always feel encouraged. It's a very good,
That's true.
experience. Sometimes when I've gone to schools, the experience is get it right, get it right, get it right, get it right, and then you feel all the stress. But here it's kind of like you just, it's gentle. He just walks by. You see, he's looking. So
And that's
you
when I make all the
try a
mistakes.
little harder, right? That's it.
He walks by and I start making all the mistakes.
Yeah. But if you make a mistake, oh no, it's no trouble. Yes, we have to prove it,
Yeah,
fix
right.
it, make some movement. Yeah, it's the traditional way like that. In the traditional way, always the mask in the morning. It's like drinking the tea. Say the practice while drinking the tea with student practice. Always wrong student. Oh, you're wrong. Do it again. It's the mask. The traditional way. In the past, we saw we joke look at the master cup, a bigger cup of tea. That's a cigarette.
Oh.
Bring out the tea, roll it, you. Hey, practice.
Oh, that's so funny.
Sometimes they have a tea, for the younger student. Let's say have a stick. It's for the most like a kung fu school. At a real one, a real traditional master, oh, they don't have a stick. They don't use a stick. Just use the kung fu school training the kids. The real master, they have a student. All the students went to do training. Why is in the past a very good student can have amazing student, and student can have amazing martial arts or amazing kung fu, amazing tai chi. They did very good. Why? Because they do it different. I wanted to do it.
Right.
Always come the teacher, master. I want to do it. Always want to do it. Then everything pay energy, pay attention there. So in the school, a lot of kids, I want like a school. Sometimes
Right.
they don't want to train. The teacher have to have a stick. Hey, get up, morning. Have to knock the door. You, get up, go practice. And the traditional one, the master, they don't care. If you don't come out, okay, that's the time. Second time, they kick you out. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, or they say, yeah, of course, the traditional, the master teacher student, they usually just say, okay, the student like morning come to master, then eat with master, then like after breakfast or the morning more early, then just practice. Master come to you a little bit, then help master do the in the past they all have a field, have a job,
Right,
have a
right.
land, the work there a little bit, then go home and some day just come here, master show you few movements, just practice by yourself. I have more like a kung fu brother, kung fu sisters. They just come together, then practice together. The master show you, like that. We know really like people. Oh, they have kung fu school, the traditional way. All the kung fu school is not really traditional way, but it's really no tradition because traditional way. You can make money. School it's a business. You have to make money. You have to think about the business because it's too much expense.
Right.
Of course, the school is a good way. You can do the advertising. All the people can find you. In the past, it's very hard to find the master. Just say someone told someone talking to someone. If you want to learn the skill from the master, you have to find the people. Some people like how to introduce. If nobody introduce it, then not take.
You don't find that master.
Yeah, you need someone like say okay, can you please talking to someone a good relationship, or my son or my kids or my daughter want to learn this skill, and take the gift, and they with a master together drinking the alcohol, eat the food like a big event. all the kung fu brother, kung fu uncles, everybody together. Then we say this is the traditional way.
Wow.
Yeah. Then after you my student, then each I know in the past they not have like not have a week, 1 week, 2 weeks. We not have the week. We always a month. Okay, the months each month like how many times? 2 times, 3 times come to master's
How many
house.
years?
It's depend. Someone follow the master around 20 years or 30
Right.
years.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I thought
someone,
it was a
yeah, it's
long
very, very
time.
common,
Oh, yeah.
Because all the different village, different town, they just both bicycle or just walking to master. It's not too far away usually. Yeah.
But that long they stay with the master, no? 20
Yeah,
years.
stay the master 20 years. It's very, very common in the past. 30 years, 20 years, 10 years. Then because it's kind of like a stay with master. Just say, they just learn from the master.
Right. That
Of
long.
like probably beginning of 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or 10 years. Very hard working with master. After that, they have a student. So always have event or sometimes just come to visit the big master. But they still like a family. Still come visit the master. That's a traditional one. Because I went to Henan province, and from there I went to a city, like almost like here to New York, like a 4 hours drive or something like that. I was taking a trip different. I went to the master living in a village. They have a lot of 形意、八卦、太极 different students.
Oh.
So that's very traditional way.
Yeah.
Master they just have around like 8 students. Have eight students like whole life. I think I just have 8 students.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
The bigger one around like 50 years old. The youngest I was there. They just take take a very young student around like 12 years old, and but the master they no teach it. Like no have any. The master over 60 how to teach it. Then I hope they teach. Also they have another younger students. Some may teach the kids.
Oh,
It's like different, very different gap. But it's like it's not really like it's like you want to be find a master. Always you can find it. No, it's either the master knows it's not easy. Say okay, you give me money, I take you. No, not like that.
no.
It's a traditional one, not like that. You need someone introduce everything. Yeah.
Well, I feel like with several years that I was just learning about China and their cultural heritage and the dynasties and all this wonderful stuff and the Wudang arts and everything I heard about and was learning about and stuff. And then when I found out that Shifu was here, I thought, oh my God, there's a master in my backyard. I have to do this, right? Because it's not something that you would ever normally find. It just wouldn't, it's not something that I think you could really necessarily find per se. And that's when I knew, I said, I have to do this because there's a real master here.
Oh, thank you.
So, thank you.
So I don't think so. I found you. I think you found me really.
Because
I did not even know about it, so I did not even have the value for it. So after meeting you, after learning from you, I feel I found a true gem.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
true
you.
gem.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is a blessing.
Yes, good. Cynthia did a good job. Yeah, we here is mostly like that. So we are, we have Facebook message, like newsletter. It's most student, I think like over 30% still, maybe like over half. Someone like follow you, they want to learn from you from here. What do you do? Just like catch you information. Maybe just like maybe 10 or 20% still someone follow me. Oh, I want to training, but also people don't have time. Of course, another way don't have money.
Right.
Yeah, we have the church. Whether non-profit or not, we have the church money. How to.
Of course.
Yeah,
Pay bills still.
Yes, pay a lot of bill, everything. It's market, everything. Yeah.
Right, it's all that.
Yeah,
So I think that
everything,
it's about the value of one's life.
Mm.
So like when I told Sony that I was coming here and stuff, and it was during the vacation week of where we worked together at this community, but I knew that you have a certain amount of time that you're teaching before you travel, through the world and teach at other places like in Hungary and other things like this in the winter in Poland. And I just, like I had said to Sony, this is really important to me, so I'm going to be taking an additional 2 weeks off so that I can do this, because for me, it was the value of my own inner, strength and knowledge and practice. And it was something that was very valuable to me internally to be able to do this. So, you can poo-poo, oh, I don't have the money for this, or I don't have the time to do that, or whatever. But if it's something that, is really important and it's a value to you internally, there's nothing you can't do to make it happen. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Life sometimes difficult. What you want to do, with your situation, always different. It's okay. We're good.
Yeah.
I believe either here. I believe in future more people.
Right.
Like come to here. But of course, like either next year intensive training, we know never over 7 students. Probably here just keep like a 6. Just keep a 6. Another one maybe couple like come here just for 1 week. Okay.
Yeah.
And always just keep around like a 6 is the best. If everybody same level, it's much easy. If we level too much level, it's very difficult to teaching. Also if the student practice same, also okay. Either same. Everybody practice Taiji. If you have like a 5 level or 6 level, all difficult.
Right.
Same level is easy. I teaching you catch very easy. Just practice I teach another one. But this year is good. This year is good. Yeah, this year is good.
Excellent.
Yeah, I still can catch everywhere. a little meditation page. this morning only. Totally just.
Right.
Maybe today is a Friday.
It's a Friday.
That's right.
Yeah.